Good evening, everyone. My name's Julie Dahlberg, and I'm running for Texas Senate in District 21 that covers Webb County. Thank you so much for allowing me to participate this evening. I'm so bummed that I'm not able to be there in person. We have our candidate forum tonight for Wilson County, and that's for our local candidates. And so I'll be hosting that tonight here, and I just couldn't get down there this time, but as soon as possible, I will be. Most of you probably know me as Pastor Frank Pomeroy's campaign manager. He ran against Senator Zaffarini back in 2020. And so I've been able to watch Webb County grow in the most amazing way over these last couple of years. And I've just so enjoyed being able to take part in that with you and to help any way that I can. So, as I said, I'm running for Texas Senate 21 against Judith Zaffarini. As most of you know, she is a Democrat and she's been in office for nearly 35 years. So I'm hoping to change that. I worked real hard to try to recruit someone else to run as a Republican in this race after Pastor Frank had discontinued his campaign and now he's been redistricted out of this district. And no one stepped up. And so, as I've been encouraging folks for months and months to step up and run for office, step up, you can do this, and encouraging folks. And finally, I said to myself, I kind of felt like a hypocrite and said, I'm asking everyone else to do something. Am I willing to do that? And so I decided, after a lot of prayer and after a lot of counsel from many of the Republican leaderships in the local parties around the district, and got their blessing and their encouragement. And so that's why I'm here running to represent you as your senator. So, also, I've been so proud to be a part of this movement with you guys. Every time I've been able to help, it has just really just warmed my heart that you guys in your area are able to step up and not stay quiet anymore. I know you guys have had it, and you've had enough, and you're ready for a change. And so to see all of you working so hard together just really warms my heart, like I said. And I cannot wait to work right alongside with you to advance this line even further and flip this district this year. I know that you guys have been looking around and saying, what on earth is happening here? What is happening with the evil that's creeping into our schools, that's creeping into our churches, to our workplaces, all this critical race theory, all of this divisive race-based nonsense. Don't forget how back in 2020, someone said, don't worry about this Trump stuff. Latinos know who they're supposed to vote for. I can't tell you how insulted I was for folks along the border who do happen to be Hispanic, just to take advantage of that. And I feel that the Democratic Party has taken advantage of folks along the border for far too long. And that's what I want to change. You will never, ever hear me refer to any group of people based on their race. I respect individuals. I respect everyone in their own right, not based just solely on whatever their heritage may be. And I'm sure you can appreciate that. I know, as we're saying, what's happening here. I know if you're like me for a long time, I didn't pay attention to politics whatsoever. I thought all the politicians are corrupt. Nothing I do is going to make any difference. I did vote. I've voted conservatively as a Republican for a long time, but I never got involved any further than that. And so back in 2019, when I got involved with Pastor Frank Pomeroy's campaign, my eyes were open. You have to do more than vote. You guys in this room, I know, understand that because you guys are the ones that are actually putting in the hard work to talk to your neighbors, to try to educate them what it means to be a Republican. And it's okay. You don't have to stay in the closet. You're proud enough about what you believe in your heart, your godly values, your Texas values. You're proud of those, and you're able to stand up and talk to other folks about how their values also align with the Republican Party. And people who are involved in this movement, the grassroots, the true patriots, these are the folks with you guys that are going to get this done. We're going to see a lot more advances in our legislature this way. We need to get out career politicians that are there for no more than for their own career and how it's going to help them. You guys know, because I've heard you tell me, how you don't hear from your elected officials. You feel forgotten. You definitely feel like your voice is not being heard in our legislature. So I want to change that. When we start saying, somebody's got to do something about this, and we start thinking, gosh, somebody's got to do something, and finally we realize that somebody is me, and I'm going to do something. All of you in this room have come here tonight to get to know the candidates and to show your support for this movement. You are the somebody, and you are doing something. And this is what is going to grow this movement even stronger. It's what's going to make our families stronger. It's going to make our families safer. You're going to feel more represented as a part of our government and not forgotten. And I'm just really, really proud to be a part of that. I want to show you a map. It happens to be one of my favorite pictures ever. Let me tell you why. Some of you may have seen this. It's a map. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's the shift toward voting Republican in the 2020 election from 2019 to 2020. I apologize, from 2016 to 2020, I believe. All of these areas, of course, they shade it because it's supposedly more Hispanic or Latino population. I don't care about that part. They're showing these arrows. All of this South Texas area, you can see the enormous shift toward Republican. That's because of you guys. That's because of your hard work. And it's just going to be even stronger this coming election. These districts now, they're winnable. We're no longer going to be subject to this one-party rule in South Texas. This thrills me. I show this everywhere I go. Another thing I want to show you. This is the map of the district. I'm hoping you can see this, kind of large. This is 21 now. It goes all the way from Travis County, which is up at Austin, all the way down through Wilson. That's where I live. And through all of these counties, all the way down to you guys, Zapata, and Star. And so when I'm speaking to folks in this more northern area, what I explain to them is that our voters up here, how we live, we're not subject to a lot of the intimidation and the cancel and the bullying that goes on politically up here. We get to live somewhat comfortably in our conservative values. And I explained to them that it isn't so much like that down here for you guys. There's a lot of that goes on, that one-party rule, that intimidation, that you'll never get anything different. And I explained to them up there that you guys are working your tails off down here, trying to come out of that dark spot, the dark spot where it's that one-party rule. You're ruled over. You feel like you never have a voice, but you guys are working your tails off to change that. So I challenge voters up here and say, you need to do a lot too to help prop up our neighbors in the southern area so that we can together, we're all in this together, this particular district. So it prop you guys up as you're working your hardest to make a change. I just wanted to show you that part. Anyhow, that's my favorite map. And I wanted to also tell you, most of you know that right now I'm working for Mike Monreal. He's a Republican candidate who is running for House District, so that's for the Texas House, District 31. And it covers a lot of the counties in the Senate District. So right now, for the primary, he does have a primary opponent. I do not. And so I'm working for him right now, helping him with his campaign. So that's why you'll see that I can't very well be in a lot of places because I'm really focused on Mike winning his race. So for now, you won't see a whole lot from me, but as soon as the primary is over, I'll be able to focus on my campaign, your campaign, to make a change here in this district. And of course, by then we'll announce a big campaign kickoff, and of course you all are invited. I can't wait to see you all in person again. And I want to tell you my website, which is julie4texassenate.com. And you can email me at julie4texassenate.com. I have someone there this evening that has some cards of mine. You can visit my website. My number's on there. Email's probably best for right now because I'm real busy, so I don't want to miss any calls and all that. Text is also good, but get some cards. Take a look at my website. If there's something that you think should be there that isn't, or you have a question about how I feel or what my values are about a certain subject, I hope you reach out. And again, thank you to the Webb County Republican Party for letting me participate, even though I couldn't be there in person. But I definitely wanted to just send greetings and tell you I can't wait to see you again next time. So you'll have a great evening. Thank you so much. Good night.